after his second interception. Now it looks like it's getting a little bit easier for him. So I'll tell you, defensive player of the game so far, Darian DeBerry, a couple of picks, and he has stalled McNeil drives deep on the McNeil side of the field. And DeBerry will make his way off the field. It'll be first down Westwood, the ball at the 3-yard line. Here in the second quarter, 7:24 to go in the half. And here comes the Westwood offense back out. Pinned way deep on their own side of the field. 2 receivers to the far side, single receiver to the near side. Single back in the backfield is Mario Debs. Here's Martinez out of the shotgun, standing about 2 yards deep in the end zone. Debs runs left, manages to get a little bit of yardage out to the 8-yard line. Nice pickup, about 5 yards there from Mario Debs on first down. So at this point, they will look to get going again. And here is a 2nd down and 4 play. 2 receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side, 1 back in the backfield. Out of the shotgun on the give, running right, turning upfield. Here's Debs, penalty marker on the field, trying to get to the 20. He stopped at about the 18. And the penalty marker way back in the backfield. This will be a holding call against Westwood. So a little bit of forward progress, and it goes straight backwards. They'll march this one off, and Westwood way back on their own side of the field. However, it could have been a lot worse. McNeil was driving towards the goal line. And checking the down and distance now. 2nd down and 9 for the Westwood offense. Clock rolling, 6:38 to go here in the first half. Still a 3-0 ball game. McNeil out front. Here's Hegde to the near side, 2 receivers to the far side. Anderson stands in the backfield right at the goal line. Standing on the goal line, a high snap once again. Martinez will have to hurry. That one will be a safety. 5th high snap of the night. Last time Martinez got punished when he brought it down. This time he's not able to get to it. It's a McNeil safety. I'll tell you, they haven't had a problem with that all year.
No, it's just... It was just a little bad communication on that snap. Yeah, you know, it kind of just puts a damper on that interception to where they stopped the scoring drive. But 2 points is better than 6 points.
So a 5-run lead here for McNeil, 5-0. I'll tell you, these rivalry games, you get crazy things happening. And that's just the nature of the beast right there, as we talked about. Couple of teams, you don't want to say that they're fighting for their playoff lives, but they're in positions right now where they really need to win this one. And boy, I tell you, it's a game of mistakes here so far. Flick's Brewhouse, located off I-35 in Round Rock, 2200 I-35. Special thanks, they hosted the varsity retreat. They were here in the booth with us last week. First Run Cinema and Brewery, Round Rock's only locally owned and operated movie theater. Floor-to-ceiling screens, superb Dolby sound, a real kitchen making real good food that the whole family will love at really good prices. It's all available from the comfort of your seat during the movie. Plus, Flicks is the only first-run cinema in the world with their own brewery, plus dozens of local and regional favorites. If you tried other theaters and wanted more, it's time to check out Flicks Brewhouse. You'll see why it's one of the fastest-growing theaters in the country. Get your tickets now and showtimes, flicksbrewhouse.com. Proud sponsor of Westwood football. As Westwood gets ready to free kick it away. Standing back deep for McNeil. Evan Plotch back there along with, I believe that is Curley. Now, pardon me, that is actually Redding back deep. So here's a kick from Robbie Jing from the 30. Booms this one deep. Taken at the 29, looking for some running room out to the 40. Turns upfield at midfield. Running left, out of bounds. Nope, not quite out of bounds. Shifts back in. And pardon me, that's Seth Medina. Medina all the way to the 30, make it the 40-yard line.
Boy,
on the
Medina
free
just
kick.
puts a stop on that run. On the dime, we thought he had run out of bounds, but he just stops like he had ABS brakes on.
Didn't he? I'll tell you. Medina, that's the other guy. There's a lot of weapons on this team for McNeil. Really high-powered offense. Actually, the defense done a pretty good job tonight as well.
I'm telling you, that's those rivalry games, man. It just brings out the best on both sides.
So here's McNeil on the west side of the field, or on the Westwood side of the field. They go right to left. Camphor stands, 2 receivers to the far side. Motion man across coming to the near side. On the jet sweep, Curley tries to turn upfield. He's not. Big Damon Harris rides him down for 3-yard loss.
Damon Harris just eyeballs him the entire time because this jet sweep with Curley in motion, it's going to be 90% a jet sweep and not a fake. And he just makes Curley pay for that, for receiving that ball.
Curley stands here to the near side along with the tight end, Jake Buechler. Buechler will line up as a tight end. 2 receivers over to the far side. As he's got Medina over on the far side. Medina lined up as the second receiver. Here's Hutchinson in the backfield standing to the left. Play action fake. Camphor with time, looking, throwing the deep ball. Curley beats the coverage, dives for a catch inside the 5. They spot him at the 2. Gets ahead of Cam Colvin. Jordan Curley with a diving effort for a big hitter.
That right there was just pure determination. The ball was thrown a little ahead of him, but Curley just maintains eye contact with the ball as it sails and makes just the perfect timed leaping grab.
40-yard reception. Camphor to Curley. And here's McNeil at the 2-yard line. First down. Camphor will take it himself. And he'll be stopped at the, nope, he's in. Touchdown. Zane Camphor calls his own number.
Well, at that point, it's just a quarterback keeper where he just follows right behind center. In for a touchdown. Looks like they're going for an extra point.
Here's Zach Dickinson on for the extra point. And there's the horse.
Hey!
Good snap, the hold, and that one is up and good. 4:58 to go here in the first half. New score. McNeil 13, Westwood nothing. Not able to capitalize off of that interception. We'll take a break and be right back. Warrior football will continue in just a moment.
Purchase a copy of this or any KMAC broadcast for personal use, and portions of the proceeds go to your school. Whether you're making a highlight video or just want to be able to enjoy this game years in the future, send us a note to info@kmacsports.com. That's info@kmacsports.com. We can even do some editing for you for a small fee. Purchase any broadcast for personal use. Hit us up, info@kmacsports.com, bringing your teams and your highlights to you. We are KMAC Sports.
JB Goodwin Real Estate, 4 locations in the Austin area. Contact Linda Badur, our proud agent sponsor from the firm, Linda B at jbgoodwin.com. Linda's a Westwood parent. She can help you with all of your real estate needs. That is Linda B at jbgoodwin.com. JB Goodwin Real Estate, full real estate services. 12-0 with 4:58 to go here in the first half. McNeil, thing is, it could be more. McNeil, both teams have made a lot of mistakes. Here's the kick. This one, fair catch called for and taken at the 26 as Luca Mazzola looked like a center fielder sprinting up to that one. So 4:58 to go here.
Hit him right in the face mask.
Yeah, it did. Westwood offense, what has worked tonight has been Mario Debs. He has been the bright spot where he's been able to bust open a couple of runs. But to this point, it's been a mistake-filled game for both squads.
Oh yeah, very, very dirty game for both of them. Yeah, you're right. Littered with flags on both sides of the scrimmage line.
Going left to right here in the second quarter. Here's Westwood. Anderson in the backfield. 2 receivers split to each side. Now Anderson in motion here to the near side. Pass complete. This is Lyndon Jones. Jones turns upfield. He's hit at the 30 by a host. Breaks a tackle. How'd he come out of that? Now he runs left at the 30. Breaks a tackle at the 35, the 40, the 45. What a move. Here's Lyndon Jones past the midfield stripe. At the 40, runs left, turns back right. Holy moly.
Lyndon Jones was dead the right about the 30-yard line on the near sideline, but he just stays on his feet because no one's wrapping up. They're just making impact crashes with them,
Jeez
and then he turns the other way. It just follows some blocks. Great play out of nothing.
Man. Over on the McNeil side of the field, here's Anderson. He runs left, turns upfield, gets to the 30, inside to the 28.
Anderson just dangerous once he breaks loose after he bounces on out to the left-hand side. Easily gains 6 on that first down carry.
Cody Davis in on the stop. Ball on the far side hash marks. That's the left side hash marks. 2 receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side. Here is a swing pass. Mazzola hauls it in at the 30. Tries to spin away from a tackle, and he does. Breaks 2 tackles, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 25. Mazzola took a heck of a hit right there. I really like there at the snap, Mazzola did not take off. He just stood there, kind of still in his down position. And did we get a penalty marker on the field? I thought maybe we had something over on the sideline because Mazzola, well, he got punished. And he'll now check out of the ball game. Here comes Oliver Yu. Oliver Yu on the far side. Here's Robbie Jing shifting over to the near side. Ian Cox in. Mohan Hegde on the far side. So now Yu and Jing will shift. Play clock has not started, so 25 seconds remaining. Coming up, halftime show. Leslie Wellens from Fabulous Fairs Catering will join us. We'll have our presentation of the Westwood Warrior Band and Sundancers coming up. And they still haven't wound the clock up here on this yet. Late player change here as Almarie Azell checks in for McNeil. And we are at a dead stop.
All sorts of confusion going on here.
Pointing over to the McNeil side, I'm not really sure here. Don't have the sound on the referee, but this whole sequence looks about like our internet connection was a while ago.
And again, we apologize on that.
So here is a 2nd down and 2 play coming up from the 27. It's actually 2nd down and 3. 2 receivers to the near side. Here is Martinez, gives, Debs just finds a way to get a 1st down to the 25.
Finds a very small seam there. He just follows his blocker, the tackle, and we cannot say this enough. He does not give up. When he needs a yard, he gets a yard and a half. Yeah,
when you said seam, that's what it was. There was just nothing there, and he manages to sneak in there. 1st down from the 24. 2 receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side. Here's Debs in the backfield to the right of Martinez. He takes the give, and he runs right at the 15, the 10. He's going to the house. Touchdown, Westwood. Mario Debs, 24 yards.
That play was kept alive by this massive cut that he does at the line of scrimmage. He just great field vision, and then burst of speed. No one's going to touch him.
Mario Debs, I'll tell you, we said at the beginning of that drive, he's been the highlight, so that's a much-deserved touchdown right there for number 21. So Westwood back in it. Here's Cactus Jack Elliott on for the extra point. Robbie Jing will set it down. Westwood gets on the board. There's a snap, the hold, this one up, and good. All right, getting interesting now. 3:12 to go here from the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. McNeil 12, Westwood 7. So that looked a little bit more like the Westwood offense we're accustomed to.
Yeah, it's just, everyone settles down after, a lot of mistakes happen, and everyone's just very excited. It's, McNeil's homecoming. It's your rivalry game. You just gotta trust the technique and what you guys practice. And I say that a lot because, these kids, they practice and practice and practice, and it's just ingrained in them. And what they do is they get a little excited. Mistakes happen. So what you got to do is just kind of calm down and just trust your muscle memory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, coming up Hump Day this week, October the 10th from 5 to 8. It's Oh What a Night. Spirit Night fundraiser at Whataburger at 620 and 183. Come support the Warrior team. Enjoy a Whataburger meal. The first 100 dine-in guests get a special prize. You can also Sign up for a chance to win free Whataburger for a year. 20% of the sales that night at our favorite Whataburger go to the Westwood Football Booster Club. So you can do a lot of good things right there. Get a good meal, help out some good folks. That is coming up Wednesday, October the 10th, 5 to 8 over at Whataburger.
Good meal for a year.
Man, I got no problem with that.
Yeah, that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner because you know they're open 24 hours.
That's right. That is right. Blake Hinkie along with Seth Medina stand back at the 10 as Cactus Jack Elliott gets ready to punt it away. Here as we work towards halftime. Here's a kick. This one deep. And this one will be Hinkie at the 20, the 25, 30. Big seam up the middle. He's brought down by Tavon Owsley.
Yeah, Hinkie, I think, just caught everyone off guard because once you catch the ball in the center of the field, you usually try to break either left or right. He just goes right up the gut, gains a quick, 15 yards on that.
So the ball spotted at the McNeil 37 with 3:05 to go in the ball game, or in the first quarter. 30-yard field goal by Dickinson starts it off, then a McNeil safety. And Kampfler, a 2-yard plunge after a 40-yard diving effort from Curley. And here Debs with a 24-yard touchdown run. We stand at 12-7 as we work towards the half. They go right to left. Play action fake, swing pass. That's hauled in, covered nicely in on the stop for Westwood.
Yeah, that swing pass a little high on that, but again, these receivers are accustomed just not having the ball placed in the breadbasket and having to make a play on the ball because we've seen a lot of diving catches and they're very accustomed to that.
5-yard gain out to the 43 here with 2:37 to go in the half. Trips to the near side, single receiver to the far side. In the backfield is Hutchinson. And timeout called by Westwood. So pretty quick first half. And that's even with all the stoppages for penalties. That has been the story of the night tonight for McNeil. A couple of interceptions by DeBerry. Penalties that have really hurt their drives. Meanwhile, on the other side for Westwood, it looked like the Warriors just couldn't get a drive started, and then they go right down the field.
Hot and cold, but you know what? Always interesting to see what coach has during his halftime speech. I would love to hear what he says because the adjustments that he makes at the half are just night and day. So very interesting to see how he keeps the players, the heads in the game.
13-6A scoreboard here as we work towards halftime. Boy, that game over at Dragon Stadium, 2:58 to go in the first half. Vandy 17, Round Rock 10. A lot of offense there. A lot of offense over at the Somebody's Gonna Win tonight. Vista leads Leander 28-21 as they're about halfway through the second quarter. Second down and 4 from the 43. Here's Kampfer. Play action fake, complete over the middle at the 48 at midfield. Breaking a tackle. Boy, I'll tell you, these guys are elusive as that's Malik Gordon. All the way down to the 47. Clock in on the stop was DeBerry. I believe DeBerry back in the ball game over on the far side. Yeah, that is DeBerry. So good to see him back out. So Kampfer with a really nice job there as he really sells the play action nicely. Here's Winston Hutchinson in the backfield once again. For a first down and 10 play. Hutchinson running straight up the field. Breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage. The 30, the 25. One man to beat at the 10 into the end zone. Touchdown. 47 yards. Winston Hutchinson. That was a nice run.
Great blocking. The hole opens it right up for him, and he just slips right on through. No one really puts a hand on him, and he just kind of, he worked on that one, but it was effortless.
So they tack another one on. So here's Dickinson. Snap a little high. That one is up and good. 1:56 to go here in the half. New score, McNeil 19, Westwood 7. So the thing about this is, even with Westwood trailing right now, It's a 2-score ball game, but if Westwood can get this ball or can get themselves into the end zone here before the end of the half, convert an extra point, you're at 19-14.
Oh yeah, I mean, and this is what you do as a coach. You practice a 2-minute drill just for these reasons. You know, you're going to have the offense out there. You got a timeout in your back pocket in case you do have to use it. But 2-minute drills are a necessity in practice, and you bet coach has practiced some 2-minute drills.
Oh, absolutely. We've watched this offense just that last drive. That last drive took about 1 minute and 56 seconds.
Well, I mean, it's easy when you have a 47-yard run for a touchdown.
Yeah, no doubt. 19-7 score as Anderson drops back.
25, take that back.
And what we haven't quite seen the passing game open up here for Westwood. Of course, something that they're going to have to work on is those high snaps out of the shotgun. When you're running this zone read offense and you're in the pistol or the shotgun every time, high snaps, that it caused a safety. That was the safety on the high snap. Martinez took a heck of a shot on one of the other high snaps, so the ball actually spotted at the 30.
1st and 5?
Yeah, they gave him 5 yards. Here's Martinez. They go left to right. 2 receivers to the far side. In the slot there on the left side is Nate Anderson. In the backfield is Deb. Single receiver to the near side is Hegde. Here's the motion man, Anderson. Ball gets by Martinez once again, and RJ will just fall on top of that one. Boy, I tell you, these guys are totally out of sequence here tonight.
Yeah, but you know, very smart move by RJ to just take that knee and not try to make a play out of it, because you don't want to get hurt. You don't want to cause any more issues on this game that is just, yeah, you're right. No one's in sync. So
yeah, very smart play,
very mature play by a sophomore quarterback.
So that'll set up 2nd down and 21. Now the line of scrimmage is a 19 on that loss. Empty backfield. Martinez out of the gun. Takes a snap. Holds on. He's got time. This one complete over the middle. He's trying to hit Oliver Yu. That one bounced off of the umpire.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to be a call against the ump as a destructive force. But yeah, Oliver Yu was just running a crossing route over the middle and was open, had a step on there, but yeah, the umpire didn't have a step on the umpire.
Yeah, I think Oliver Yu said the U on the back of your shirt means you in the way. He definitely was right there. The bad part about that is it brings up 3rd down and 21, now from the 19. And Westwood will take their 2nd timeout of the half. So, man, we're really watching here some of the stuff that we're seeing with Westwood here. This is like first game stuff that you're seeing. This team hasn't had fundamental issues all year.
No, not at all. And you know, and it's a shame because on the defense, you know, when you have 2 picks already against this offense that's, you know, it's been marching down the field at will. You got to really capitalize on the takeaways and the turnovers. But when you yourself are given, you were giving yourself turnovers against yourself, it's a wash basically.
Yeah, that has been the tale, and even on the other side, I mean, a sloppy football game for McNeil. Like we said, they lead 19-7, but it's just been a lot of penalties. The 2 interceptions there that Sang talked about, and those maybe ill-advised throws from Camphor, because both times it looked like 23 to Barry was the intended receiver. So lots of dirty stuff to clean up for both of these squads here at the half. But the business at hand here with 1:12 to go in the half in a 19-7 ball game, as Westwood goes left to right, is a 3rd down and 21. Anderson in the backfield. He stands to the left of Martinez. 2 receivers to the far side, single receiver to the near side. Anderson takes a give, turns upfield to 25. The 30 gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
You know, I like that play call.
Yeah, very nice play call.
Because, I was going to say because the clock is still running, but it looks like a timeout is called as the Mavericks still have a shot with 1:02 left after the Warriors punt this off.
And you're right, a very nice play call, because McNeil's expecting a pass. They're bubble screen or a cutting play across the middle, and then a little delayed draw there, and Anderson had they not been in the hole there, he probably would have gotten a 1st down.
Yeah, I mean, 10 yards on the carry is a very good carry.
Yeah, absolutely. But that will bring on Robbie Jing And dropping back is Jordan Curley. Curley stands back around the 44-yard line. So these situations, we haven't seen Curley back receiving punts, but when you've got a $1.02 left in the half, you put the money man back there and see what he can do with it. So here's Jing. Oh, you got to hope Jing can just put his foot into this one and sky it back around the 30-yard line. And not really sure what that call was. Penalty marker way back around Curley. They're marching this one off against McNeil. And it cuts it down to 4th and 5. You have to wonder if Coach Wood ain't going to trot the offense back on. That pinned a little too far back.
Robbie Jing, he's a quarterback in his own right.
That's right. We saw a fake last week. Snap a little low. Here's Robbie able to get this one off. Boy, a little line drive, but I really like what he does there. He kicks it away from Curley. I don't know if he meant to do that.
Boy, a lot of traffic coming his way, and I'm very surprised he even got that kickoff because, yeah, you're right. It was a low snap, kind of threw the timing off, and, good heads-up play, basically. I thought he was going to try to make a offensive play out of nothing, but smart move to just boot it out.
So the ball spotted at the McNeil 38. And actually got word a while ago. We talked about Fabulous Affairs Catering, Leslie Wellens. She actually will not be able to join us here this evening, so we'll hope to have her on a little bit later on in the season. So we'll have our usual halftime show, maybe a little bonus coverage with McNeil. 1st and 10 from the 38. That snap a little high. Here's Hutchinson, not able to get away from Vicente Ochoa. Nice job as Ochoa rides him down at the 41. And that's a gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6 as the clock rolls here with 33 seconds remaining. Both teams still with one timeout in their pocket. Empty backfield. As well as Mitchell. So 20 seconds remaining. And now we're starting to see, we're seeing low snaps. We're seeing
on both ends of the ball. Yeah, it's this rivalry game, man.
It does. You talked about that field goal a few years ago. It brings out the really weird stuff.
Yeah, well, safety. Hadn't seen a safety in a while.
Yep. From the 41, 3rd down and 7. Here's Camphor, flushed out of the pocket, throwing the deep ball. He's got Gordon back there, almost picked off. Nice defensive play, double coverage back there as he was looking for Malik Gordon. Thought Cam Colvin might come down with that one, but he doesn't.
Yeah, it just looked like he put a little too much air on it, a touch too much because it floated up there for a while, and defenders were able to make a play on the ball. Almost comes up with that pick. Third pick, would have been 3rd pick of the night.
So it will be punting time. First punt of the night for McNeil. Westwood not even dropping anybody back. As the Mavericks get ready to punt it away. 11 seconds remaining.
Vype Media is the state's most comprehensive high school sports media outlet covering UIL, private schools. Vype has been in Texas for over a decade. Visit their website at Vype, VYPE, and also pick up your Vype magazine today. Get in the game with Vype Media.
Athletic Complex. Halftime score, McNeil leads Westwood 19-7. A little bit of everything tonight. It's been a mistake-filled ball game. The Westwood defense with a couple of interceptions by Darian DeBerry, but nothing to show for it on the scoreboard. There's a touchdown there, but it didn't come off of a turnover. Only points on the board, a 24-yard Mario Debs run. And Mario Debs has been the offense tonight for Westwood. 30-yard field goal starts it off for Dickinson. First drive of the ball game. Westwood a 3-and-out on Westwood's next drive, pinned way back on their own side of the field. A high snap. R.J. Martinez not able to bring that down. It rolls out of the end zone, 5-0 for the safety. And then after a 40-yard beautiful effort over on the deep in Westwood territory by Jordan Curley, Zane Camphor takes it in for 2 yards to make it 13-0. And then the Debs touchdown, and then Hutchinson with a 47-yard TD run. So it is McNeil on top here at the half as we get ready to take you to your Whataburger scoreboard. Check out games of interest here in the region. So let's head over to that scoreboard right now. Big game happening, what we thought would be a big game, as Georgetown taking on Hutto. Hutto, the number 9 team in the state, and Hutto, a team that a lot of people are really focusing on, that are going to make a lot of noise in the playoffs. Thought we were going to have a really good one over at Birkelback. So far, not that way. 28-7 halftime lead for Hutto as they lead in that ball game. 13-6A action. Still not to the half yet, but Vista Ridge leads 35-21 over Leander. As we said, both of those teams are winless, so in district competition, so somebody will come out of that with a win, obviously, unless we have a tie, for crying out loud. Other scores, Pflugerville leads Rouse. That's a 20-13 score. At the half in the big game tonight over at Dragon Stadium in 13-6A, Vandegrift, who's at the top of the heap at 3-0, Round Rock at 2-0. That's a 17-10 lead for Vandy over Round Rock in that one. Granger leads Somerville 35-0. In the Battle of Bastrop County, you think we've got an odd score here. Check this one out. So Cedar Creek is the team. Cedar Creek the new score. Bastrop the one that's been around forever, kind of like Round Rock is around here. 10 minutes to go in the second quarter in that game. Cedar Creek leads by a score of 6-2.
Oh.
6-2. I tell you, 4 runs back there. Rockdale over Manor New Tech. That's a first quarter score, 21-0. Coppers Cove leads Waco High. That's 28-0. Marble Falls trails Elgin, 28-13. Lake Travis in the first quarter leads Lehman, 29-0. Dripping Springs over McCallum in the second quarter, 13-7. Temple 20, Belton 14. That's a first quarter score. Hayes Rebels trying to stay undefeated there in 25-6A, well, for the season, and keep pace with Westlake and Lake Travis. They've got Aikens tonight. They lead 14-7 in the second quarter. Florence leads Chilton. That's 16-14 the score there. Thorndale 12, Holland 7. A little bit further east, Lexington trails Shiner. That's a 14-7 ball game. Shoemaker leads Killeen 14-6. And the other score reporting at this point, Seguin, the Matadors, lead Crockett. That score there is a 21-0 ball game. In action last night, had some pretty good games last night, as in the Battle of the New Schools, the Expansion Bowl, as Craig Way called it a little earlier in the week, Glenn over Weiss. That was 36-6. Ellison, Killeen Ellison over Harker Heights, 37-13. Good one over.
Kids could be a little too pumped up about the game, and fundamentals are just out the window at the moment, kind of like that high snap. But on both sides of the ball, you've seen lows and highs on the snaps, and then just a very sloppy game as far as holds and penalties and whatnots.
Yeah, absolutely. Our Whataburger scoreboard, and don't forget, with its tangy but robust A1 thick and hearty sauce, 2 100% beef patties, crispy bacon, and perfectly melted American cheese. Whataburger's A1 thick and hearty burger is the type of burger steak lovers dream about. Lucky for you, that dream is now a reality, because it's finally back at Whataburger. But you better wake up and get moving, because it's only there for a limited time. Steak lovers can rejoice, because that A1 thick and hearty burger is back. That's a really good. Go there Wednesday from 5 to 8 over here at 620 and Lake Creek, as that is, oh, what a night. 20% of the proceeds will go to the Westwood Football Booster Club. Finally, to wrap up that Whataburger scoreboard, some Major League Baseball scores. Houston Astros win Game 1 of the ALDS with Cleveland. They win 7-2 in an early ball game. They lead that series 1-0. Milwaukee, after that huge extra inning affair last night, they win 4-0 over Colorado. They lead that series 2-0. And in the big battle, the marquee battle, Boston in the middle of the fifth, they lead New York 5-0. That is Game 1 of that series. A little bit later on, you will have the Atlanta Braves taking on the Dodgers. The Dodgers lead that series 1-0. So McNeil has done their thing out on the field. It looks like the Westwood Warrior Band is getting ready to make their way out. They are set up. We'll get ready to head down to the field for our weekly performance of the Warrior Band and Sundancers.
Well, it looks like the Westwood band has finished their performance. So let's, as an added bonus, we'll take it down to what we saw earlier before the game during the pre-show. We saw the Maverick band out there. So here is some added coverage. Actually, it looks to be homecoming. The festivities are set up down there as the McNeil court is about to be announced. I think we could bring this up every year is, you know, homecoming, just a special time for these seniors because, you know, you're out there with your friends and family. You're representing your club, which is always cool because they nominated you to be the representative. And so,
I'll tell you what's weird though, Sang, is so my youngest, the Dragonette from last week. So it's homecoming tonight for Round Rock as well. They get Vandy. Well, so do we for homecoming. But so homecoming's tonight, but like the homecoming dance was last Saturday.
yeah, how does that work out?
I don't. Same thing at Hayes. I heard one of the guys, Aaron Hogan, on the horn. I heard him talking. His son goes to Hayes, and they had the dance last Saturday, and homecoming's tonight.
Yeah, because at the dance, you know, don't you have the homecoming king and queen dance?
I seem to remember that they used to do that, but I don't know. That's different.
Yeah, that was you know, we come from, I believe, I'm a 4A school.
Yeah, we do come from the country, so people may be listening and they're saying, "Oh, we've done it like that forever around here."
I'm coastal country over here.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's news to me that the dance is done. Are they gonna do prom? Like the prom, and then next week they'll announce the prom king and queens?
Yeah, right. Well, but you know, Steven, when he's here, I mean, of course, he's younger, much younger than me, a little bit younger than you, but I mean, some of the stuff we say, he looks at us like, what? So, you know, maybe, I guess maybe it's normal, I reckon. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, just usually they dress up a little bit. This guy's in jeans and a casual shirt.
Yeah, well, it's warm. I kind of feel bad. I feel bad for the bands when they have to be out there.
Fully geared up.
Man.
But you know they practice in that heat twice a day.
And they're, I see it at a lot of these schools. They're out there marching on the blacktop. You know, they've got the field drawn out in the parking lot. And that's hard work right there. Hey, this is a good time to tell you that if you are interested in underwriting our end of the year-end football banquet to help offset some of the cost, you can contact the Booster Club president, Sarah Solomon, right there at warriorsports.org. The banquet date will be announced later on, usually in December, January, one of those times. But contact Sarah if you'd be interested in doing that. It's always a nice banquet to honor all the players. And again, a thanks to the 81 families that have joined the Booster Club so far. You can still do this. Hit that Booster Club website, warriorsports.org. Special quarterback perks for the $500 and above level. That includes that breakfast with head coach Anthony Wood for those home games. For more information, contact Sarah Solomon right there at warriorsports.org. And of course, parking lot party after the ball game tonight over at Westwood. There'll be food, there'll be a DJ. It's right after the game. And thanks to Whataburger for providing the grub for the players, and hopefully they'll be celebrating a win. But they got some work to do.
W for Whataburger and W for win.
That's right. W. Orange W. Speaking of orange, Red River shootout tomorrow as Texas takes on Oklahoma in the Cotton Bowl, 11 o'clock kickoff. This one, actually this year, it's to that offense from Baker Mayfield, and a lot of people surprised, you know, Kyler Murray really fitting really well in this Lincoln Riley offense for Oklahoma after not quite the success envisioned where his dad played over at Texas A&M. Of course, that's, you know, it's all about the fit, and the Sumlin offense just wasn't right for Kyler Murray, but he's doing really well there at Oklahoma. And of course, Westwood fans remember him. We saw him a few years ago when Westwood played Allen over in Waco, and that was one heck of a run there that Kyler Murray went on undefeated his time at Allen. But
pretty good run when you're undefeated.
yeah, and Allen's still good.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Allen powerhouse is just what it is. It's a powerhouse.
Yeah. You know, when you got 7,000 students, anyway, but don't get me started. But
it's a super 6A, isn't it?
They're in the league of their own for one thing, yeah, pretty much. College football tomorrow, Alabama will travel to take on Arkansas. Gotta kind of feel bad for Arkansas. Like, eesh. I watched Alabama. My in-laws were in. My mother-in-law's there from Alabama, so she loves Alabama. You know, always talking about how good Alabama is, and so. Last Saturday they were there, and so I found the Alabama game on the SEC network as they were taking on Louisiana Lafayette, the Ragin' Cajuns, and we watched that beat down. And man, that Alabama team, they're talk about being in a league of their own. They're damn good.
Very stout defense that they got as well. That no one really talks about, but you know what? That whole SEC squad has been very powerful.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But yeah, it's a dynasty basically what they've got going on out there.
It's theirs to lose. Iowa State will go to Stillwater to take on Oklahoma State. Kansas State and Baylor in the Big 12. That could be a good one. Number 4 Clemson will take on Wake Forest. The big battle. Well, it used to be a big deal, not so much this year because Florida State is just not the Seminoles of old. They will take on Miami. Miami ranked number 17. Talking about the SEC, really good one tomorrow in Gainesville, a 2:30 game. It'll be the CBS game as number 5 LSU will take on number 22 Florida. That'll be fun. Mm-hmm. That'll be fun. Ohio State at home. They take on Indiana. Other action, UTSA takes on Rice.
Oh, you know, that's going to be a nail biter.
SMU will face UCF. Number 13, Kentucky at Kyle Field to take on A&M. That's going to be a fun one. That will be a fun one. Talked about those Ragin' Cajuns that played Alabama last week. Well, this time they will be in San Marcos. They take on Texas State. Georgia will take on Vanderbilt. Auburn and Mississippi State. That one, Auburn's ranked. Mississippi State isn't. That one is at Mississippi State. That one could turn into a good one. Primetime games, number 6 Notre Dame on the road to take on number 24 Virginia Tech. That'll be fun. That's your college football wrap up.
And that's the thing with college football. It's just anything can happen.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's just, you could just have a bad day.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And in college football, one bad day can doom you.
That's exactly right.
And, of course, we talk about the Red River shootout, or Red River
rivalry. I believe they changed that lingo.
Pardon me for the other. But, I mean, you got a big game Sunday night, national TV, NRG Stadium. The Dallas Cowboys on the road to take on the Houston Texans.
Oh, yeah, someone's going to win.
I'll tell you, you would think Dallas is so hot and cold. I mean, we talk about hot and cold. I mean, just when you think that they've hit rock bottom, they come out and they look really good last week. I think they finally realized that Ezekiel Elliott is a dual threat, whatever you want to call him. And, just a phenomenal game. And it opens up a lot of different avenues for Dak Prescott when you get 21 involved the way that they did last week. And, Prescott threw for 260, and that's unheard of. In the NFL, the Rams on the road at Seattle.
Man, I really like the Rams.
God, don't they look good?
They really, not only do they look, I love the white in the horns. It just makes it so much more modern. I told my wife that. She's like, yeah, it's a modern look. I said, no, you don't understand when they were gold. And it was.
Yeah.
No, but, Todd Gurley, that guy, you can't really contain him. You just try to knock him out of bounds or something.
Yeah, they play really good defense. I mean, the Rams could seriously go undefeated. They're really good. And Jared Goff, after 1 year there with Jeff Fisher, they said he was a bust. And, I don't think so. Not anymore.
Yeah, it's just the offense wasn't set to him, and he found his fit.
Yep. When we first saw this scheduled at the beginning of the year, we thought that this game, Minnesota on the road at Philadelphia, we thought that would be huge. It is huge, but those teams are not in the positions that we thought that they would be, when we saw the schedule. Minnesota's 1 win, 2 losses, 1 tie. They're in 3rd place. The Eagles, the Super Bowl champions, they're 2-2. So that game there, important. Green Bay on the road at Denver. Baltimore at Cleveland. Miami. I think so.
Cleveland, that's another team that's a lot of people did not give them any credit and kind of turned in some heads.
Yeah, they are.
Baker Mayfield doing a lot of good things out there.
Yep. Arizona at San Francisco. The 49ers now without Jimmy G are just kind of there. Oakland will take on the Chargers. This one right here, high noon on Sunday afternoon. Jacksonville at Kansas City.
Ooh.
That Jacksonville defense, will they be the one to stop, as Charlie Strong said, Patrick Mahomes?
Patrick
Mahomes. That guy has got the NFL set on fire. But as I always say, there's tape. There's film now, so let's see what happens. Denver will take on the Jets. Tennessee at Buffalo. Atlanta at Pittsburgh. The Giants at Carolina. NFL Sunday. But all eyes, at least around here, will be on that Dallas-Houston matchup. Can Dallas? I'll tell you, that'll be a chance for that Dallas defense, because the offensive line there for the Texans is just not very good. And that'll be a time where if they can get after Deshaun Watson, it could be Cowboys. I'll tell you, as a Cowboy fan, the 2002, when Houston's first ever game and they beat Dallas. That one has, I think it's really made me not be a Texans fan.
Well, I figured it was because you Rodney, I know you personally, and I know that you are a hardcore Oilers fan.
I do.
So when the Oilers are not the team of the Houston football squad, you can't like them.
Yeah, and I really always thought it was a travesty that Bud Adams did not leave the Oiler name there in Houston. I mean, Tennessee Oilers.
That was really weird.
That was stupid. But yes, as you know, I mean, you've been in my house there. I got that old Oiler helmet. Always a Cowboy fan. I mean, Cowboys are my team, but man, I had 1A and 1B back when I grew up. And Earl Campbell, Dan Pastorini, that never could get past Pittsburgh. That was way before you were born. But man, yeah, Texans. I've never gotten on board with them. I don't know why. Even I remember one game when they were in the playoffs one year. I'm like, okay, I'm going to be a Texans fan today. I got all excited, and they were losing 30-0 at the half. I was like, well, there you go. That's why I don't like the Texans.
I hear a common denominator. Maybe just don't like a team and don't be good.
Yeah, right. I'm like these guys that, like, right now, you notice right now everybody, oh, I'm a Chiefs fan. Yeah, since when? Since 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
It's all these guys. The year that when Carolina made that great run in the Super Bowl, I saw people everywhere around Austin, Texas wearing Panther gear.
Yeah, where is it at now?
Right. It's buried in the bottom of the closet or at Goodwill.
That's right. You know, Chiefs fan. Remember the Montana days?
Yeah. Oh man, that Kansas City game against the Oilers, the aforementioned Oilers in 93. And if you haven't seen the ESPN documentary Houston 93, watch it. Talk about turmoil. Speaking of that, have you seen the movie? What's that movie with The Rock, the football movie, where the little girl, I think it's called, I can't remember.
Was it a recent movie?
No, it's about, my kids were smaller.
Oh, like the Gridiron?
The Gridiron, or something like that, where he ends up with the little girl. I had a doctor's appointment today, and I was in there, and they had that thing on, and it ended. And then I think they had like the story of the movie. And I didn't know this, a little known fact. People listening may know this, but apparently as that movie was being filmed, Dwayne Johnson ruptured his Achilles as he was filming that movie, and took some time off, and they put the movie on hold or whatever, and he came back and he healed up. He trained with some football players to finish that movie off. Had no idea about that.
Well, did not know that either. I mean, Dwayne Johnson, that's an athlete right there.
That guy, he
Hurricane, I believe.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, the other part is just a good guy.
Yeah, he seems just genuinely good guy. I'd party with him.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely. I would definitely hang out with that guy. I'd let him pay all he wanted.
Oh.
He could pay for everything. Absolutely. So I'll tell you, this great halftime show, sports and culture.
Yeah, a little entertainment.
A little entertainment. A little bit of everything. Well, that little show there here on WWSN.
The W.
Presented by Fabulous Affairs Catering, fabulousaffairscatering.com. Exquisite food expert coordination and gracious service is what that company offers. Fabulous Affairs Catering is proud to be a part of the Westwood family and a corporate sponsor here in 2018. A full-service catering company serving Austin and the surrounding area for 22 years and counting. Whatever your catering needs, Fabulous Affairs Catering is there to help you. FabulousAffairsCatering.com, and we hope to have Leslie Wellens here before the end of the season on here. That's strike two. We tried twice. First time probably our fault, but today just not able to make it. But
I left the lights on today.
I noticed that. I was wondering why the lights were on. I was getting a glare over here. I probably called a couple wrong numbers, but that's all right. Everybody's making mistakes tonight, so we can too. We had an internet thing. Maybe it's something in the air. What's the date today? The 4th or 5th? 4th.
5th.
5th. Oh, really?
Yeah. Yesterday was a Big 10-4.
Ah, Big 10-4. I've been writing 10-4 all day. Well, there you go.
Rivalry game the rivalry game is just making us all miss.
Making us all miss. 19-7 is our score as McNeil leads here over Westwood. And as we said, Vandy up at the top of the district standings at 3-0, Round Rock 2-0, Hendrickson's 2-1. Actually, Hendrickson's 3-1 because they won last night. Cedar Ridge 2-1. Stony Point is 1-2. McNeil 1-1. Westwood 1-2. And then the 0-3 teams, Vista Ridge and Leander. So it's really tightening up. It is really tightening up. And the stretch run of the district campaign is going to be pretty fun. Zach Dickinson will kick it off. He had that 30-yard field goal on the first drive of the ball game to start the ball game. He kicks it left to right. So let's see who makes the best adjustments. Who made the best adjustments here? Nate Anderson along with Lyndon Jones. That was a highlight in the first half. That Lyndon Jones run, that was nice.
Yeah, it looked like an old Tecmo game.
Didn't it? And this one is kicked to Ian Cox. He takes it at the 31. Oh, Ian Cox, man, that guy, it's like he's got stickum on his hands. That ball comes to him and he don't drop the ball. He does not drop the ball.
Yeah, I was interested. I wanted to see what happened here because he called the fair catch at the 31. And I mean, it's ahead of the 25, so yeah, that's.
See, if they didn't put him back at the 25.
Yeah, I'd be like, you shouldn't have called a fair catch, kid.
Here's Westwood. They're going to go right to left. Single back in the backfield's Debs. 2 receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side. Martinez turns, gives to Debs, jukes and jives out to the 34 for 3 yards on first down. So Mario Debs, the only points of the night for Westwood, 24-yard touchdown run in the second quarter. And here is Nate Anderson checking in.
That's just a great little 1-2 combo where Debs comes in, starts it off, and then gets fresh legs in for round 2.
Jing, Hegde, and Lyndon Jones to the near side. Empty set on the far side. Here is the give. Anderson at the 40, bouncing out to the 41. That's a Westwood first down.
Yeah, Anderson just does a reverse cut back there and just follows his main block. Easy 6 yards for that first down.
Very nice display of running there from Lyndon Jones, or pardon me, from Nate Anderson. Hegde and Jing here to the near side. Lyndon Jones over on the far side. Cox in as a tight end. Standing to the left is Anderson. Motion man across. That is Jones. Takes it on the fly sweep. Turns upfield at the 40 and brought down. Great open field tackle there from McNeil. As coming in on the stop is Jacob Carrera. And Carrera, just a beautiful form tackle.
That was. I mean, Lyndon Jones had plenty of room to run as RJ sells the handoff. But, yeah, that's just a great form tackle right there.
Clock rolling, 10:40 remaining here in the third quarter in a 19-7 contest. Third down and 8. Second down and 8, pardon me, here for Westwood. 2 receivers to the far side. Martinez on the give. Anderson at the 45 all the way down to the 48. He'll be about 3 yards short of the first down. Boy, we're not seeing really even an attempt at throwing the football tonight.
No, I mean, Anderson right there just on the handoff really turns up the jets. And it's different because usually in the power I formation, he has time to run as he gets the ball. But this is just from a standing still position. Third
down, going to call his own number. Martinez, he's hit at the line of scrimmage, still driving, gets to midfield. He's going to be a yard shy. As the charge led by Jason Powell, the junior defensive back, coming all the way up to make the play. Ball sitting at the midfield stripe. It's 4th down and 1. Decision time for Coach Wood and his staff. Offense on the field. No hesitation. 2 receivers set to the far side. Jones or Anderson in the backfield with Martinez. Going to give it to Anderson with a shove from his quarterback. He picks up the first down all the way out to the 45. Gotta like that. I love how RJ gave him a nice shove, pushed him. Jump in there and get it. Nice conversion there. Maybe that's a little spark that this offense needed.
Yeah, I mean, on the quarterback keeper, Anderson was a lead blocker on that. Kind of gave him an extra a yard on that carry, so kind of returned the favor.
First down play from the 45. Empty set here to the near side. Turns, gives. Debs, 40 all the way down to the 39. Make it the 38-yard line. Mario Debs, man, just a spark plug.
Yeah, that was coming from off of a looked like a little miscommunication on the handoff, as RJ was looking a little bit like he wanted Debs a little further back, but great play on that.
Lyndon Jones lines up in the slot over on the right side. Hegde and Jing out to the far side. Empty set here on the short side, going right to left. On the give, a little bit of a delayed draw, and it's Debs once again inside the 40 down to the 38. Picking up a few yards there.
Yeah, you're right. This is it's odd to see a run-dominated Westwood offense, because usually it's about half and half, and we hadn't even seen any attempt at a pass here.
No, not at all.
But you never know. I mean, Coach has got a huge, he's got a game plan that we don't know anything about. So might be a fade out right here. Big hitter.
3rd down and 3. Oliver Yu checks in quickly to the line. Both backs in the ball game. Here's Martinez going to try to follow those 2 backs. Now running right, bounces off a tackle, spins inside the 30 down to the 29. That's a Westwood first down. R.J. Martinez. We saw that last week with the 2 backs blocking for him, but he runs the opposite direction and picks up a first.
Yeah, he runs right behind his 2 backs, and he kind of bumps into them as there's no hole whatsoever, and he kind of bounces outside and just makes a play when there wasn't the one to be made.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 29. 2 receivers set to each side. Anderson in the backfield. He now goes in motion to the far side. Martinez, he will swing this one out. That is complete to Jones. Jones at the 25, working to the 20. He's down at the 19. That's a Westwood first down. Lyndon Jones into the red zone. Whataburger red zone opportunity coming up here for the Westwood offense.
Nothing like a little swing pass to get the passing game going on because it's worked all night. When Anderson's out there making that motion, he becomes the lead blocker and opens up that first down gain for Jones.
Ball sitting on the right side hash mark. First down, or 2nd and 1. Just shy of the first down. So here's Martinez. Turns, gives. Anderson dives into the pile. They're going to give him the 18-yard line. That'll be a first down. Oh, he just jumped in there and ran right behind Telez and Lakowski.
Yeah, no hesitation whatsoever. He's like, I got you. I'm trusting you guys to make a hole because I'm going to be here.
Yep. He said, I will be right on your behind, and that's exactly what he did. Clock rolling towards the 7-minute mark remaining here in the 3rd. Nice, long, sustained drive here for Westwood. Really chewing up the clock. We saw him do this last week. Here's a first down play from the 19. Out of the gun, Martinez hands it off. Debs picks his running lanes. He runs off of the left side, then bounces down to the 16. But you're right, this power running game is odd.
Yeah, Debs is just he's a shorter stature guy, so he's got a lower center of gravity, so it makes it more difficult to bring him down. He's not a big guy like Anderson, but he's a strong runner. And he's shifty as well, so it's a good combination. Very Barry Sanders-like runner.
Cox lines up as the tight end on the left side. Jones to the near side. 2 receivers to the far side. Debs in the backfield standing to the right of Martinez. Here's RJ rolling right, looking, throwing into the end zone a little long there. He had Hegde one-on-one coverage back there as the coverage there from Dale Owen. He just led him just a little long.
Yeah, Hegde had a step on him. The ball just out.
Easy decision here. 4th down play coming up. Here's Martinez. Anderson runs at the 10 inside, working all the way down to the 4-yard line, picks up the first down and more. That is just sheer determination from Nate Anderson.
What you don't see here is he had guys in his face at the 8-yard line, and he just pushes down to the 4. That's 4 yards. That's 12 feet. That is a huge amount to be carrying, extra 200 pounds on you.
That is a long way. It's 1st and goal for Westwood. Ball at the 4-yard line, so a nice drive here for the Warriors. 3 backs in the backfield with Martinez. As he stands, takes a snap, turns, gives. Jones running left into the end zone. Touchdown, Lyndon Jones, I believe his first of the year. 4-yard TD for number 3.
Yeah, Jones he's just trusting that the blockers are going to do their thing.
Yeah.
A little celebration there. He kind of got knocked on the ground. But just a great run by Lyndon Jones.
Yeah, Jones had a good night. Good to see him get the pay dirt right here at the end of that drive. Nice, long, sustained drive. Here's Cactus Jack Elliott on for the extra point. And good snap. That one is up and good. So Westwood comes out. Boy, I'll tell you, we've been beating them up all night about the mistakes, both of these teams. But a really nice drive there. 5:13 to go here in the 3rd quarter. McNeil 19-14. Now you put it in the hands of the defense to make a stop.
Absolutely. And, we were beating them up in the first half. We do that. But after the second half, adjustments are made. You don't know what you're getting into. You gotta trust the coaching staff that they're gonna do what needs to be done. You know, get the players hyped up again, and they do exactly that because that was a sustained drive. It chewed off 7 minutes almost of game clock time, so that's like 25 minutes real life time.
Right.
And you scored a touchdown and didn't settle for a field goal.
Yep, absolutely. We said ACL Fest in Austin here this weekend, and I guarantee you a lot of people that are here from out of state, they're going to be trying to find a Torchy's Tacos, a homegrown Texas restaurant from Austin, now in 17 cities around the United States. It's everywhere. Saw they just opened one up in Denver, Colorado. Popular Westwood location, 11521 Ranch Road 620, right there at Anderson Mill and 620. They also support Westwood football. We love them. It's a great place. Yesterday was National Taco Day. It's always National Taco Day around here. Torchy's Taco, proud sponsors of Westwood football. Here's the kickoff. This one a fair catch. At the 34-yard line is getting underneath that one is Malik Gordon. So now, as we said, you empower your defense to get out here and make a stop.
The defense has already got 2 picks on it.
We act like it's a tall order for them to make a stop. Yeah, they've done a great job. But this is where you know, with Curley, the one play, the big play in that first half was that 40-yard pass from Camphor to Curley. That one stung Westwood pretty good.
Well, yeah, because it puts them, first and goal at the 2-yard line. That definitely sting anybody.
Yep. Going left to right, here's Camphor. One man in the backfield, 2 receivers to the far side. Gives it to that one man, and there you go, Will Clitheroe, along with big Ethan Brown. Those guys come in to make the stop. And that's how you slow that number 28 Hutchinson down right there.
And Hutchinson has had a bunch of big breaks in the first half, and it's good to see that the defense made the adjustments necessary because they clogged that hole up, and it was just great forward tackle.
2 receivers to the far side, single receiver to the near side. Hutchinson in the backfield. Swing pass complete over the middle. This is Medina. Breaks a tackle at the 42. Works his way down to the 44. That's exactly where he needed to get for the first down.
Yeah, Medina just runs about 4 yards up and turns around. Bullet pass from Chamber, and he makes a move, makes a couple defenders miss, and first down.
Yep, gets exactly what he needed. First and 10 from the 44. On the McNeil side of the field. 2 receivers to the far side. Hutchinson in the backfield with Camphor. Single receiver here to the near side. That's Gordon. Play clock at 10. Out of the shotgun. Here's Camphor. Running the misdirection. Coming back this direction. Hutchinson ridden out of bounds by Will Clitheroe. Might have got a yard out of that. 1.5 yards. They're going to spot him at the 44. Or pardon me, the 46. Clock stops with 4:06 remaining in the third.
And the misdirection play is a good play unless you are congested at the sideline, and then that just makes that sideline another player, another factor that you got to take into account. So, great to contain that run from the outside.
Second down and 8 from the 46. Ball on the near side hash mark. Motion man across. They hand it off on the jet sweep, and now nothing doing. Damon Harris once again.
Damon Harris just reads that and is not fooled by anything. Great tackle, kind of just swung him around by his jersey and lots of,
Yeah, Plotch, his motion was slow in the first place. And then he took the handoff, and he's got to be thinking, why are you handing me this? You see that monster standing there? Jeez Louise. Great play, big loss. 3rd down and 13. Line of scrimmage now, the 41. This is where you got to watch Gordon, Curley, all those guys over on the outside. From the 41-yard line, empty backfield. Camphor takes a snap, rolling right, looking downfield, plants, throwing the deep ball. He's got a man here on the near side, knocked away. Oh, picked in by Gordon. It looked like Demetrius Jones slapped that away. And Malik Gordon hauls it in. 59 yards, touchdown.
Wow, that was a circus catch. I got to keep an eye on the screen because I thought for sure that ball was knocked out.
I thought he knocked it away. Here's the replay. We'll watch it. Lots of time back there. The pressure coming, throwing the deep ball. Jones, bobbled it just a little bit, but great concentration from Gordon to stay focused on the football and haul it in. The extra point up and good. And McNeil builds a little more cushion into this one now, a 25-14 lead here for the Mavericks.
59 yards.
That play right there is just, we're talking about rivalry games and the strange stuff that happens and strange bounces and mistakes and all of that. That's just another example right there.
That just summed it right up. I mean, 3rd down and 14, and they go for basically a Hail Mary.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that was just, like you said, great concentration by that receiver to not get flustered that the ball was bobbled and just, makes a play on it.
That's one that you're going to see on the highlight film tonight.
With the dive and catch.
Yeah,
there's going to be a couple of them. It's just been a very entertaining game.
If you watch Friday Football Fever, you're going to see a lot of that.
My buddy.
Quick look over at 13-6A. Oh, daddy. Getting good over in Round Rock. 9:25 to go in the 3rd quarter. They are tied up at 17. Folks, don't feel bad that you lost. Yeah, you can feel bad that you lost to Round Rock, but that Round Rock team is a really good team. And they're going blow for blow with Vandy. Halftime, Vista Ridge 38, Leander 28.
Oh.
I think those teams scored that many points all year. Combined, here's the kickoff. Jones from the 21 out to the 25, the 30, the 35, carries a bunch of Mavericks with him all the way out to the 40. Nice 22-yard return for Nate Anderson.
Yeah, Nate Anderson was a man on the mission there. He wasn't going to take any fair catch because he hasn't had a chance to catch the ball.
Yeah.
And they kick it right to him, and he's just going to take 22 yards every time.
Bye week coming up next week for Westwood. So Westwood off. The following week, it's back here against Stony Point, I believe. Stony Point. And here comes the Westwood offense. They'll be going right to left once again here in the 3rd. Ball on the left side hash mark. 2 receivers set to the far side, single receiver to the near side. Anderson in the backfield. Martinez on the give. Anderson, he is pile driven down. Great play by the defense. This time able to get through the line is 42, Samuel Latham, the senior. And that's just a great job of getting through the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I thought I saw some movement earlier.
I thought I did too.
And that could have spooked the O-line because there was no play there.
1 yard loss. 2nd down and 11 from the 39. Here's Martinez with 2 to the far side and a single receiver to the near side. RJ out of the gun, rolling right, looking, nothing there. Throws complete at the 45 to a falling out of bounds Robbie Jing. Nice job to get some yardage.
Absolutely, like you said, there was nothing going on. He just checks off his receivers. But 5 yards is 5 yards.
5 yards better than none. 3rd and 5, big 3rd down coming up here with 2:17 to go in the 3rd in a 25-14 contest. Westwood just hasn't really gotten it on track here tonight. We saw a couple of nice drives. But here's a big play coming up at the 2-minute mark here in the 3rd. 2 receivers split to each side. Out of the shotgun, Martinez showing the blitz. And this one whistled dead. It's going to be a false start against the guys in white. Man. So now you go to 3rd and 10. Back to penalties, mistakes.
They sound like broken records saying that.
I know, right? Could just said that many times. And again, we're not picking on either team. It's both. It's just a sloppy game. And now a 3rd down and 10, setting up from the 40. 2 receivers split to each side. In the backfield is Debs. He stands to the left of RJ Martinez for this 3rd down play. RJ out of the shotgun, waiting for the snap. 3-step drop, looking downfield, checks off, now runs left. He's got some running room, tucks the football at the 45, gets to midfield, and will pick up a Westwood 1st down. Inside Maverick territory at the 48. I tell you, when all else fails, call your own number.
But you have to just focus on the O-line, just protecting RJ in the pocket, because he had time to check off on the right-hand side of the field. He looks over to the left-hand side and sees that no one's there, so he just bolts and converts on that third down play.
And here's Westwood back, and pardon me, that was the next game for Westwood after the bye is Vandy. It's homecoming here at Kelly Reeves. 1st and 10, 2 receivers split to the near side. RJ looking, they set up the screen to a cutting Lyndon Jones. He's behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose yards.
Still up.
Lots of yards. Penalty markers all over the field. I think Martinez might have gotten hit late. There's still penalty markers coming. It's just a disaster. It's about a 7-yard loss.
He's about to play yakety yak.
Yeah, boy, we needed it there, didn't we?
All sorts of flags on the field. One by Martinez, back here on the near side, on the far side. Look at that, 3 flags.
We may be playing this down over, because I'm assuming...
Offsetting.
Yeah. So that's scheduled on the 19th after the bye week. Vandy here. On the road at Bible on the 26th against Leander. Then here on Thursday the 1st against Stony. And it all ends on the 9th with Cedar Ridge.
Oh, the Cedar Ridge.
There's still a penalty marker out there. Okay, picks that up. So 1st and 10 again from the
so
48.
After all that,
nothing. Which it's actually good, because that was a terrible loss. They weren't going to set it down where it ended up. 1st and 10. Debs up the gut, big hole, 40, the 35, brought down from behind at the 33-yard line. Mario Debs continues to be the spark plug tonight. Boy, I'll tell you, that's that senior leadership right there. And Debs, man, he's finally brought down by Dale Owen.
Oh yeah, he's just showing that I lead by my actions, not my words, type of deal. And just a great run right there. Just finds a little seam and makes a huge play out of it.
1st and 10 from the 32 with 43 seconds to go into third. Oliver Yu, the motion man, across as he goes left to right. On the give, this time Anderson shifts directions, runs right, breaks a tackle, gets to the 28, make it the 27-yard line. Kind of grabbed him around the neck there and brought him down. Josh Kim in on the stop for McNeil. It'll bring up 2nd and 5 as the clock rolls with 20 seconds remaining. We'll see if they try to get another play in. 2 receivers to the far side, single receiver to the near side. Anderson in the backfield standing to the right of Martinez. Here's RJ. Clock at 9. Hands it off. Here's Nate running right into the pack. I think they're going to spot him at the 25, make it the 26, so he'll gain a couple of yards. And that will be how the third quarter ends. So both teams picking up points. That deficit's still there for Westwood. 3 complete here from Kelly Reeves. Your score, McNeil 25, Westwood 14. Westwood football will continue fourth quarter action in just a moment.
KMAX Sports is the largest online broadcast company in Central Texas. How large is that? Well, think of the Congress Avenue Bridge Bat Colony.
Okay, folks, here they come. They're flying out from under the bridge. They appear to be Louisville Sluggers, and they're falling. Oh, the humanity.
As God is my witness, I thought bats could fly. Bringing your teams to you since 2003 without dropping the ball or the bat. We are KMAX Sports.
Photography by Jenny Ray, a small town business in the big city. Jenny opened her first studio 14 years ago. She's offered clients exceptional portraits for many years. Family portraits, school sports portraits, senior pictures. That's her specialty, but she loves supporting the Westwood community. It's a joy and honor for her. Her studio is right in the Westwood neighborhood. Don't hesitate to call her. She wants to be your photographer. Jenny's photographs, the team and individual pictures, all of those, she does that for the Westwood football teams. You can find them at jennyray.com. Game day images are uploaded within 48 hours. Check back early and often for those great shots. You can see them at warriorsports.org. jennyray.com. She is the official photographer of Westwood Warrior football and a Westwood Warrior football Booster Club supporter. Again, the Booster Club website, warriorsports.org. And if you'd like to help fund that postseason banquet, remember, get a hold of Sarah Solomon, warriorsports.org. She's your Booster Club president. They flip sides. 3rd down and 4 coming up. Now Westwood going left to right. 2 receivers to the far side. Oliver Yu, the single receiver to the near side, as Martinez stands with Nate Anderson to his left. Play clock at 10. Here's Martinez. Takes a snap. Gives. Anderson runs left. Falls to the right and will be a yard shy of the first down. Got to go for it. And he's actually going to be 2 yards short. 4th down and 2. Ball sitting at the 26. 25-14. Here's our score. Here's Ian Cox into the ball game. A little bit of extra oomph right there. Going to line him up as your blocking tight end. Oliver Yu to the near side. Have not seen Luca Mazzola back in the ballgame. 2 backs in the backfield, standing on each side of Martinez. And a timeout called by Westwood. That'll be their first of the half. Probably a good idea to think this one over.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, Coach probably didn't like what he saw out there. And, you know, err on the side of caution. You've got a couple timeouts to burn here in the 4th, and you want to make the right call. So, you know, why not use it?
They're still tied up with 10 minutes remaining in the ball game over at Dragon. 17-17.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, man, I can only imagine that game because...
You should ask Chloe how the game went.
Oh, yeah.
Get a play-by-play from her.
Yeah, we'll ask the Dragonette how that went. So I can tell all you Warrior fans, you'll appreciate this. So as we keep talking about my Dragonette daughter, I asked her before our game, the Westwood game with Round Rock, I said, so the game before, I said, so how many yards or how many TDs did Ryan O'Keefe have? And I knew he had 5 in that game, 4 or 5. Well, I don't remember what it was. She said, who's that? On the dance team. Who's that? Oh, he's a fan. He's in the cheer squad.
Yeah.
The whatever they call him. Yeah, I tell you. Don't pay attention.
Hey, she's just got to focus on her dance moves.
Just do her moves, that's all. That's what's important. This ball is sitting right in the middle of the field. It's 4th and 2 from the 24. You need to pick this one up. Here's Martinez. Oh, a little shift. All kinds of formation changes. Now, it looks like a field goal attempt coming up as they set up. Robbie Jing sets up to kick a field goal, and another timeout called by Westwood. So you had your offense out on the field. The backs run off. Robbie Jing comes out. They set up Mohan Hegde to hold for a field goal. Don't know. Hadn't seen that one before.
And then you had to call another timeout. Now, I said calling timeouts was a good move, but the coach took it to heart and called a second timeout right after the first timeout.
Yeah, and McNeil kind of, again, Robbie Jing does a lot of things on this team. He's a punter, but Cactus Jack Elliott's your field goal guy, so McNeil probably read that was not going to be that. I don't know. I'm sure there was a strategy there.
Although, definitely a strategy. That's good or bad, a strategy was thought up. Yeah, you're right, because I'm pretty sure they know Cactus Jack.
Yeah.
They listen to our broadcast.
Yeah, who wouldn't know him?
Yeah. See him on the street. Cactus Jack, bang,
Cactus.
bang.
Cactus.
Little kid asking for an autograph.
And the bad part about it is we talked about balls bouncing different directions and crazy stuff happening and circus catches. Now you're down to 1 timeout. Here we go. 4th and 2. Trying it again from the 24. Two backs in the backfield. Two receivers to the far side. Empty set to the near side. On the give. Anderson, all kinds of room on the left side. Stood up. He's gonna get the spot. He needed to get to the 22. They're spotting him at the 21. First down, Westwood. He paid the price for that first down.
Well, you know, he's a young kid. He'll bounce right back.
He'll be all right.
We were out there, Rodney.
Oh, man.
Get the stretcher out.
Broken bones and teeth and throw up. No telling what you'd have out there if I got hit like that. Here is a first down play from the 21. Two backs in the backfield. Single or two receivers to the near side. Here is Debs. Boy, Debs gets to the 20. Boy, he did just a hard step to the right, hard step to the left.
Looked like he's in the hokey pokey.
Didn't he? Jeez. Got a yard out of that one. So they set it at the 20. Whataburger red zone opportunity coming up right here. Don't forget, it is Hump Day coming up on the 10th from 5 to 8 over at Whataburger. 20% of the sales go to the Westwood Booster Club. It is Oh What a Night, 5 to 8. Whataburger at 620 and 183. Second down and 9 from the 20. Three receivers to the near side. Now the motion man out of the slot across is Anderson. They give the jet sweep and there's nothing there. Might have got to the 19. Well contained by McNeil.
Yeah, they read that one. As soon as Anderson goes into motion, the linebacker follows him and just stalks his prey.
Harley Pekka read it nicely, as Sang said, and just drops him. And that brings up third down and 8. 9:53 as the clock rolls here in the contest. 25 to 14. We've seen a little bit of everything in this game, good and bad. Both teams, not picking on either one of them. They've both been equally bad at various points. Third down play coming up from the 19. Here's Martinez. His two backs there, swings this one. Nice one, complete to Robbie Jing. Jing hauls it in. He needed to get to the 12 for the first down. He gets to the 13. So another fourth down and 1 coming up. Nice little pattern there by Jing.
Yeah, Jing just kind of rolls on down to the flats. You know, if he would have stretched out, but, you know, coulda, woulda, shoulda, it's going to be 4th and 1.
Yep. Hope they don't try that field goal thing.
That was weird.
You only got one timeout. So here we go from the 13. I've said this before. Got to make this one. Two receivers to the near side, both backs in the backfield with Martinez. Showing the blitz. Here's Anderson trying to turn the corner. He does. He's at the 10, runs to the 5, driven out of bounds at the 2-yard line. No, sir, he is in. 13 yards. Touchdown, Nate Anderson.
Yeah, I thought I saw some movement up on the line, but, you know, not mad because Nate Anderson says, I got this, fellas.
And on the short side of the field, too.
Yeah.
I tell you just see the speed right there as Nate takes off.
Yeah, and it's not an immediate, it's because he's kind of building up to it. He waits for the blocks to be in place before he turns on the jets, and then once he's outside, you can't really stop him. You can only try to push him out of bounds, and that's what they try to do, but he breaks the plane and makes the first down. Yes, he does.
So it looks like Westwood will go for 2. Two receivers to the far side. And a delay of game, I think, is going to be called here against Westwood. They sat there and thought about it quite a bit, and there's a delay. Ian Cox pleading with the official there.
Coach is out. Hat's still on.
Hat's still on.
Yeah, he marched a good 20 yards to go talk to the official. Probably ask him for his mom's mac and cheese recipe.
Probably. Or as he said on the interview, what'd he say? Let's do it. No. Don't know if y'all caught that on that interview. Coach and I were talking before we did that. He said, let's get it.
Well, all sorts of things happening in this game.
I would tell you, friends, what's going on, but I have no idea. There was a delay of game called, and there's all kinds of discussions going on here. Who's that over here talking to the back judge? Is that a fan? I don't really understand what's going on here.
I guess it's all for nil because it's right back at it. It's just going to be 2-point conversion again.
And now the play clock's not even running. So, yeah, I don't know who this guy back here is.
Yeah, he's giving advice. I don't know
there,
what's
you know,
going on.
Who is that man? McNeil trying to get their people fired up. Okay, now the play clock's rolling, so we're ready to go. Here's the offense up. Fully stacking the box here for both teams. Here's Martinez up to the line, reading the defense. He's changing the play, snaps it to Anderson, a little razzle-dazzle, flips it off. Way too easy to Martinez.
Perfect. I just got to tell you, that's just perfect.
Absolutely.
First,
The Philadelphia, what do they call it?
He walks up, checks the defense, and as he's checking them, they're all eyeballing him. It's a wild warrior snap, pitched off to Jang, and he just
Philadelphia special.
Yeah, no one's even around it because they're all confused, and it's just a quick flick, 2 points.
With that conversion, McNeil 25, Westwood 22. Oh my goodness.
All sorts of things. Oh, this is a great game.
This is going to be fun.
A lot of confusion in our booth, but all for fun.
We've had it all. We've had it all. Speaking of having it all, one of my buddies, fellow real estate agent Ed Lundry, we talked a little bit earlier about Linda Badur. Ed Lundry, another good dude. He's done it for a long time. He's got a full staging service, evaluates your home and advising sellers of improvements that can be done to sell it at the highest price at the shortest time. For about the last 20 years or so, he's been one of the top 300 realtors in Austin in total sales each year. He's been really selling real estate since 1998. Big Ed's done it for a long time, and he does it well. Ed Lundry Real Estate, good dude right there. The real estate needs, he would love to help you out. He as well, longtime supporter. As long as I've been doing Westwood football, Ed Lundry's been a part of supporting Westwood football. And he continues to do so. So, did we say? Now you're going to put it, you're going to empower your defense. Whew, a turnover right about now.
The onside is not out of the option.
And this one high and short. Yeah, they're trying to get a turnover there, but a nice job by Nate Buxton to get under that. Buxton on the roster as a DB and a quarterback, so good hands guy.
Yeah, it had a lot of confusion as the ball was coming down. Yeah, I saw 2 sets of hands on it, and no confusion on their end because they came up with it.
Yep. Not that we're not enjoying this game, but we are definitely keeping an eye on Dragon Stadium. 7:29 to go in the fourth. Vandy 20, Round Rock 17. Here comes the offense for McNeil. They go right to left from their own 37-yard line. Here's Zane Camphor as he lines up. Single receiver to each side. Standing about 5 yards deep in the shotgun. Hands it off. Trying to find some running room. Big stop. This time, big old Ethan Brown trying to get the ball out there from Hutchinson.
Yeah, you just see that determination to try to knock that ball out as, the line judge doesn't call the blow the whistle, to call the play dead.
And he's got the folks here from Illinois, so the Greers are watching. Big E. Brown wants to make a big play. He always makes big plays. 2nd down and 9. Clock rolling. We're heading towards the 8-minute mark to go. Boy, a stop right now. Hutchinson in the backfield. 2 receivers to each side. Here's Camphor. 5-step drop. Pump fake this direction for Curley. In hot pursuit is Irvin Flores. Throws this one on the far sideline. Incomplete. Great pursuit by the big guys up front for Westwood.
Absolutely putting pressure on Chamfer, and it's those passes all night were always a little high, but the receiver is able to make a play on it. But too much pressure and too much heat on that ball as it was a frozen rope.
3rd down coming up here for McNeil. Personnel changes. Jake Buechler checks in, so they bring in a tight end. And they're going to line up Curley here to the near side. This will be fun. He's one-on-one here with Demetrius Jones. Single receiver to the far side for the 3rd down and 9 play. Play action fake. Camphor flushed out. Hot pursuit. Penalty marker. He is slammed down. Big play. Ethan Brown with the sack. Big loss. But there is a penalty marker on the play. Holding against McNeil. Oh, Ethan Brown.
He said, that one's for you, Mima.
There you go. Yeah, Judy Greer, I'll tell you, she's listened to these broadcasts for a long time. We've had Browns in these things forever.
Say, yeah, that's not the first Brown that's gone through the program.
Yeah, I'll tell you,
The pain train.
I wouldn't know what to do if we didn't have one of the Browns out here. I don't think I could do these games anymore. I have to retire. Big stop, man. They needed that one. 4th down, and this is about 4th and 20. So the ball at the 30. They're going to punt it away for the first time tonight. Here's Dickinson. Takes a bounce. It's going to take a really nice roll for McNeil. We'll stop at the 23.
Whoa,
penalty
flag
marker way back.
all the way back there.
Little extracurricular activities going on back there. This is going to be a personal foul on somebody. And you know, saying we would only expect with the whole progression, the whole manner, the whole tone of this game, that personal fouls and all that are going to help decide it. Personal foul on the Warriors.
You know, those are just, you don't need that. You know, just.
Silly.
Yeah, it's just really, yeah, I know you're out there and you're feeling yourself, but it's just, there's no need to put the team 15 yards behind when you really need 7 points to take the lead. 3 would be great to tie, but you want to be ahead of the game.
So now we watch Westwood with a really long drive in the 3rd quarter.
Oh, you're talking a very sustained drive. You know, about this time, 7 minutes.
Yeah. Right now, if you can chew up, there's 6:59 there. If you can chew up about 6:57 and go punch it in, you know what this is going to come down to.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what's coming.
You're looking at me like I'm...
You know what's coming in this rivalry. Oh, geez. First down, here's Westwood going left to right. Complete. This one over on the far side, trying to make some running lanes is Anderson, and he does a nice job of doing it. Picks up 6 yards when he looks like he was going to maybe get 1.
Yeah, Anderson just makes a move.
Jones, sorry.
And makes the defender miss. As you're right, he was down after that catch.
Hobbling a little bit is Jones. He comes off the field. Lyndon Jones been good tonight. Jones, another one of those guys, a junior. Here's a 2nd down and 3 play from the 19 on the give. Mario Debs right up the gut. He'll pick up a first down all the way out to the 24. 5 yards for 21.
Yeah, he just says, you need a first down, coach? I got you.
Yep.
Follows his main block and just keeps the legs churning for 5 yards.
He checks out of the ball game. Anderson back in. Ian Cox was a little slow to get up, but he's still out on the field. You're not going to get him off the field right now. To the near side, Robbie Jing and Mohan Hegde. Single receiver to the far side. Here's Martinez. Turns, gives, Anderson up the middle, 30, 35. Brought down right there at the stick. That's a Westwood first down. Oh, I don't like the way he fell.
Yeah, that was like a helicopter hit because his legs were out from under him and he kind of spun.
Yep.
Got a Warrior down here.
That's Ian Cox. So that's a couple times in a row. So he's going to check out. Yeah, he was a little slow on the play before. So he'll head over to the sideline. And that's another one of those guys where just his presence on the field, I mean, he's a blocking tight end.
Definitely. And he was, he's got hands like nobody's business. Plus, fun fact, he was a quarterback at one time.
That is right. That is right. He is also the son of Leslie Wellens of Fabulous Affairs Catering. 1st and 10. Here is the give, Anderson. And it does look like saying they are perfectly content with chew the clock. 3 timeouts still for McNeil. Chew the clock, get down there. Because the scary thing is you got to know if they can get points. You give the ball back to McNeil, and we saw the curly play.
The curly shuffle.
The curly shuffle twice.
Yeah, no joke. Yeah, that was this is going to be time management at its finest.
2 receivers to each side, 2nd and 7. Single back in the backfield, Mario Debs. Motion man coming across. That's Robbie Jing. Here is RJ rolling right, looking. He's got Hegde wide open at midfield. Turns upfield at the 45, down to the 43. Best pattern of the night right there.
Yeah, everyone's keying in on Jing because he's the motion man, which leaves this huge hole that Hegde finds. And great because RJ checks Jing off and says, nope, we got ourselves an open man about midfield.
2 receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side. In the slot is Debs. Here is a handoff, Debs in the backfield, and he just runs right up the middle to the 39 for a gain of 5.
You know, 5 on first I'll take that every time.
Yep. So Debs will check back out. Here's Anderson back in.
Fresh legs right there. Just love that 2-headed monster that they've got in the backfield.
Oliver Yu in the ball game. He lines up here to the near side. He's been quiet all night. He's just been here. Here's Hegde. Single receiver to the far side. Anderson in the backfield. Here is the handoff. This is Anderson right up the middle, and he runs right into big number 42, Samuel Latham, for maybe a yard. And you've got 3rd down and 5 coming up for Westwood. 3:59 with the clock rolling. That clock is going quick.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we're about to at the tail end of the game, and it's not even 9:30. I don't know what to do with myself.
I'd have time to have a cool beverage after that. Yeah, we got to head to the high school. We got to go to the parking lot party.
They'll be like, "Who are you?"
Yeah, get out of here.
Then we'll talk, and then they'll know who we are.
Oh yeah, you too. Here's a 3rd down, taking the snap, turning upfield, and RJ has nowhere to go. And that's a big stop for McNeil.
Yeah, I didn't know what happened there because it looked like it was a very hot bullet of a snap, and maybe bobbled it because that was a...
Yeah, this is Remy Sanchez on the stop. He...
Nation, on your feet.
All right, here you go.
Everybody on your feet.
4th and 7. From the 41-yard line. Oh, my man Rick Epstein over there, the PA for McNeil, he's getting these people fired up. 4th and 7. 2 receivers split to each side. Single back in the backfield here from Martinez. 3-man front from the Mavericks. RJ drops, throwing the fade, complete at the 28-yard line. Robbie Jing, sophomore to sophomore.
That's just great chemistry there. Jing runs past the sticks, makes a move, turns right around, and the ball is right in his numbers.
Jing was still running the pattern when the ball was going, and he turned around right into it.
That's exactly right.
Can't draw it up much better than that. Westwood stays alive. Now from the McNeil 27-yard line. 2:42 remaining in the ball game. Scooching across is Ian Cox. Told you he wouldn't stay out long. Here's a snap, a little low, hands it off, and now Debs right up the middle. Lots of running room. 27 yards. Touchdown, Mario Debs. 2nd touchdown of the night.
You talk about a spark plug, Rodney, that keeps the cylinders alive in this offense. And you bring up Mario Debs. You called him the spark plug all night. He draws first blood for the Warriors, and looks like he's gonna end the night.
Yeah.
With that touchdown. Burst of speed right through the hole.
Start calling him NGK. What's that? Spark plug.
These kids don't know nothing about spark plug.
Cactus Jack Elliott.
Just saunters up an extra point.
Yeah, he just kind of rolls on up. For the first time tonight, Westwood leads. Your new score, Westwood 29, McNeil 25.
Well, you said it, Rodney. This is 2:35 left. This is a offense that has been making its name with just one-hitter plays.
Yeah.
So you really got to crank down on that defense to hold them here because they still have 3 timeouts left.
Yeah, they got all their timeouts. 4:25 to go at Dragon. New score, Round Rock 24, McNeil 20. I don't think McNeil's trailed all year.
Vandy.
Or, pardon me, Vandy. I'm getting my games confused here. There's something in the air tonight. Is there a moon tonight?
Oh, Lord.
All right, so here you go. So now you empower your defense.
Yes, sir.
Yet again.
Those will be interested to see how Coach draws up this this kickoff here. I mean, it's going to be a standard, give them a short field, or going to punch it through and make them work for it.
Yeah, Hinkie and Medina will drop back. We typically see the short kicks. I know they kick it high and short sometimes for the turnover. I don't know how I'd play this one. I mean, I think I would try to kick it far, but I don't think I want Medina to get it.
Through the, I think Cactus Jack can. I don't think I've seen him actually kick it through the end zone yet. But he's going back like he needs a full head of steam here. So
He's going way back.
we're gonna see what happens.
Here's his approach. Puts a foot in it, does kick it deep. This one's heading to Medina. He takes it at the 15, turns upfield at the 25, spins, breaks a tackle, gets to the 30, is ridden down at the 34. So Seth Medina brings it out 20 yards. And so with 3 timeouts remaining for McNeil, 1 for Westwood, the Maverick offense makes their way out with Westwood leading 29-25.
You know what I like about that play, Rodney? It ran some time off the clock. I mean, they still ended up right about the 35. You know, that's about where they normally kick it, but it took off 15 extra seconds.
Yep.
So all said and done, love the play call.
So Coach McMahon and his bunch.
That's a huddle, Rodney.
That's a huddle.
That's a straight old school huddle.
That is a huddle. Here comes Zane Camphor. A lot of weapons. Play action fake, pass complete over the middle. Curley pulls it out of the air at midfield to 45, breaks a tackle all the way down to the 42-yard line. Just like that, right down the field, 42 yards.
Flag on the play at the end, but just that throw looked a little high, but Curley he looks to be about 6'2", because he can just stretch his arms out and make plays that should not happen.
Here's the call. Personal foul on the Warriors. It's a second one.
That is not something you need to help the Mavericks with here, as far as getting them very good field positioning.
Now at this point, if you can get a turnover, that's great. But if they're going to score, score quick. Jeez. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 27. On the give, Hutchinson bounces right, runs at the 20. Open room on the far side. Into the end zone, 27 yards, touchdown McNeil. Second one of the night for Hutchinson.
And the player on that, not Hutchinson, it was his receiver that came back and laid a monster block for him down the lane to open up that touchdown run. Well, Rodney, you said it. It's a fast-hitting,
do it quick.
Fast-hitting touchdown, and we'll see what 2-minute drill again, huh?
Yep. Here's Dickinson. Kick is up and good. 2:02 remaining. Your new score: McNeil 32. Westwood 29. I mean, the score tells you what kind of game it's been. It's weird numbers. But that's plenty of time. You only have 1 timeout. That's the tough part. Vista Ridge leads Leander with 11 minutes to go in that one, 52-28.
11 minutes, Rodney. We are at the 2-minute mark.
We're at the 2-minute mark, and Vandy and Round Rock are about 2 minutes behind us. They're 24-20. Round Rock.
Yeah, Vandy's like, why are we behind? What is this feeling?
Yeah, what happened here? All right, so here you go. 1 timeout. 2:02, probably going to have about depending on what happens here, 1:56, 54 when you start your drive, unless you just run it all the way back. So they get ready to kick it off. Dickinson, Jones, and Anderson. Both of those guys don't mind getting their hands on the football. Very short approach here. Short kick out of bounds at the 22. No time off the clock. So they're going to set it at the 23. 1st and 10. Got to tell you, as we've watched the maturization, the progression of R.J. Martinez, it's all built up for this moment right here. He's burst onto the scene in Friday Night Football. Here you go.
His first Maverick game.
Mm-hmm. And it's at the 30. 70 yards away.
Yeah, is it because it was kicked out of bounds? It's
Yeah.
at the 30? Okay.
3-point game. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Going left to right. On the ground, Anderson picking and choosing the holes. And we'll get to the 35 for a 5-yard gain. Remember, 1 timeout for Westwood, 3 for the Mavericks. Quickly back. Hegde and Robbie Jing here to the near side. Ball on the left side, hash mark. Ian Cox in the ball game as your tight end. Anderson. Here's Martinez rolling right. Nothing there. Right down the middle of the field. He's got Hegde wide open. Mohan Hegde off of his fingertips. Hegde underneath the coverage and found himself wide open.
Yeah, Hegde just runs a post route, and for some reason no one picks up on him because they're all zoning in on Jing as the short man, and that ball just a touch too long. Wow, that was, you know.
Wow. 3rd and 5. Oh, man. All of that happened very slow. You watched. Here we go. 3rd down and 5 coming up from the 35. Out of the gun. Here's Martinez. Rolling right, looking. Pass complete at the 40. That'll be a 1st down. Gets to the 41. Needed the 40. Gets to the 41.
But
big hit at the end of the play. Carrera.
He's out of bounds,
Yep.
so it stops the clock. It's not just a chain movement. So that was just a great heads-up play right there.
And Hegde hauls it in. You got for Mohan Hegde, frustrated whether the ball was a little bit long or not, but to come back and make that play, that's huge. That is huge for Mohan Hegde. 1st and 10. The line of scrimmage is now the Westwood 42. 1:27 to go. Single receiver to the near side, 3 receivers to the far side. One of them is Ian Cox. In the backfield is Debs. Here's RJ. 5-step drop. Pressure. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking. Pump fake. Quickly. There's a penalty marker at the 45. He goes down there. We'll have to check the flag. There's going to be a Maverick down on the far side of the field. As I have a bad feeling this might be a holding call. Oh, against McNeil. Unless he's just pointing that way. We'll wait on the official call here. False start on the Mavericks. And it just keeps getting better. Holy smoke. 44 seconds at Dragon Stadium. Vandy, 27, Round Rock, 24.
We got a 3-point game with under a minute. That sounds familiar.
Wow. I'll tell you. They said 13-6A had a bunch of good teams. You see it right there. 1st and 5 from the 47. Clock rolling, 1:05 to go. Here's Martinez, 3-step drop, trying to screen. Here's Lyndon Jones, hauls it in, slips it midfield, and goes down there. 57 seconds. That clock.
A little behind him. Makes a great play as he breaks that pass up.
Jordan Curley is out on the field as a DB. Whew. That looked like a sure interception in the hands of Jacob Carrera. And Ian Cox, we've been singing his praises all season. Well, for the past couple of years. And right there he turns into a defender. Here's Jing into the ball game. Hegde and Jing to the far side. Here to the near side is Jones. Rolling left, Martinez. His pass complete to Robbie Jing. Able to get out of bounds at the 39-yard line. We're updating you on. That's 2 teams tied up at the top, and these are 2 teams playing for their playoff lives at this point. So 39-yard line. We have seen in the Eastview game, Cactus Jack Elliott with a 33-yard field goal. So for a 33-yarder, which he made easily, you probably need to get to the 23. But you don't have a lot of time and no timeouts. Here's a 3rd down and 7. 3 receivers to the near side. Martinez out of the gun. Timeout, McNeil.
It's like you said last week, Rod.
3rd down and 7. Ball at the McNeil 39. Ball on the left side hash mark. 29-32, as you see there on your screen.
Let's try this again, Mav Nation.
So essentially, 4 down territory, no doubt about it. But 4 down territory if you keep time on the clock, if you need it. Trips to the near side. Single back in the backfield's Debs. Empty set on the short side. Here's Martinez. Standing out of the gun. Rolling right. Looking downfield. Throws a deep one. That in the hands of Mohan Hegde. Great catch for a first down. He goes out of bounds at the 27. Just a great pattern. Just a great route. And it's a first down, 7 seconds remaining. And the ball at the 26, 7. And here comes Cactus Jack Elliott. Who says kickers aren't important?
The real Cactus Jack. No Robbie Ching.
Yes.
Posing as Dude Love.
This is a 44-yard attempt for Cactus Jack Elliott with 7 seconds remaining to tie it up. Good snap. Here's a kick. This one, plenty of leg, and it is no good. Wide left. Clock expires. That was a lot to ask right there. Had the leg.
Absolutely. Just 44-yarder is a lot to ask in the pros.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, we've seen these McNeil Westwood games. They've been crazy. We talked about overtimes and just getting over the crossbar, and we saw another one here tonight.
You know, that never sets the disappointment, but you know what? You saw the fight in the Warriors. They were not going to give this up. And yeah, it's just unfortunate that, you know, they dropped the win here, but to lose on a missed field goal, it's
yeah. That I tell you what, though, just you said it earlier, saying that the second half is like 2 different ball games right there. They cleaned up a lot of the mistakes. I mean, still some penalties there that, I mean, you don't need to be making. But that did look like 2 different games. That was one heck of a football game right there. And again, you hate one side has to lose, especially in this case that it's Westwood. Gosh dog it.
absolutely.
Man, I'll tell you, a couple of heartbreakers back to back here for the good guys. Man, trailed in both of them. Didn't take the lead in the Round Rock game, but darn near tried, and the good guys are going to go over and high-five the Tribe. Again, our final, McNeil wins 32-29 over Westwood. Just, McNeil used their guys. I mean, Hutchinson, 27-yard touchdown, a 47-yard touchdown. Gordon, the 59-yard touchdown. And Zamfir, just nice game control there from the McNeil quarterback, and he gets him the win. We'll quickly go over and take a look at that Whataburger scoreboard. These games all still in progress right now. Vista Ridge leads Leander 59-28. Cedar Creek over Bastrop 22-8. These are all fourth quarter scores. Rockdale over Maynard Newtek 63-0. Coppers Cove 62-0 over Waco. Elgin 42-30. That's fourth quarter score, leading Marble Falls. Lake Travis 64, Lehman 7. Dripping Springs 30, McCallum 14. Belton 28, Temple 27, Hayes 49, Aikens 14. Gerald trails, what's the deal with these scores tonight? Trails Troy 39-2.
It's the night of the safeties.
I tell you. Florence leads Chilton School 58-14. Lexington over Shiner 28-14. All fourth quarter scores right there. LBJ leads Reagan in the third quarter 73-0. Fourth quarter, Seguin over Crockett 63-7. Okay, your finals. We were teasing you all night as we were keeping you on track with what was happening over at Dragon Stadium. It is now a final. Vandy stays undefeated. They defeat the Dragons from Round Rock 27-24. What a ball game. Hutto over Georgetown 38-14. Pflugerville beats Rouse 34-23. And Granger School over Somerville 49-0. Those are your finals, courtesy of Whataburger, your Whataburger scoreboard. Don't forget Spirit Night coming up October the 10th. Oh, what a night. from 5 to 8 over at Whataburger at 620 there and 183. Come support the Warrior football team. Enjoy a great Whataburger meal. The first 100 dine-in guests get a special prize. You can also sign up for a chance to win Whataburger for a year. Of course, head over to Westwood right now. Parking lot party coming up now that the game has concluded. Come celebrate Westwood. Pat, you knew that's what was going to happen. Hendrickson is 3-1. Cedar Ridge is 2-1. Stony Point 1-2. McNeil 2-1. Westwood now falls to 2-2, and that's it's one thing that you kind of slip a little bit in the playoff race, but you still got to play Stony Point. You still got to play Cedar Ridge. And you know, obviously other games as well, but it's gonna be a tough road. But boy, there's a lot of fight in this team.
Absolutely. When you're down 2 scores, and you know most teams are like, just wrap this up. No,
yeah, right.
No, this is actually.
Let's head to the parking lot party.
Yeah, absolutely different story when it comes to the Warriors, because last week's game when they were down 3 scores.
Yeah.
I mean, you pulled ahead to, lost by 9. It's still almost like 1.5 possessions, basically.
Right.
But, that's the way it is.
Yep, and the thing to remember, you got a lot of young guys on this team. There's a lot of young guys and big things to come, and still big things to come this year. Coach Wood said it in the interview. So they'll get a week off. It's a bye week next week, so the Warriors will go back and get ready for the sprint to the finish, back in action here in 2 weeks as we will get ready for homecoming, taking on Vandy. That'll be that'll be a good test. And but hey, take that week off and get some stuff healed up.
Yes, sir, absolutely. What else?
Yeah, I mean that's it. We'll bid you adieu here one final time. Westwood falls to McNeil 32-29. Big thanks, Brendan McLaughlin, back at the KMAC Broadcast Studios, as we put him in panic mode there for just a little bit, as we had a little bit of a hiccup, and we do apologize for that. But luckily, everything back on, and that's thanks to Dr. Sang Kao back there twisting and tweaking the dials, and on color commentary tonight. So he was triple tasking tonight. So
meeting it up.
Triple meeting it up all the way. Don't forget A1 Thick and Spicy Burger here for a limited time. Grab yourself one of those at Spirit Night next Wednesday. A big thanks as well to KMAC Sports President Chuck Licata.
Hey, folks.
As well as Merle Bertrand, our Director of Programming, Christina Weber, Director of Social Media, as well as Suna Venkat and Tim Cox, all of those great folks. And thanks to the Westwood Warrior Football Booster Club, Sarah Solomon, all of those great folks. It's a pleasure doing ball games for those great folks, great Westwood community. Again, Westwood Falls tonight, off week. Next week, we'll see you in a couple of weeks as the Warrior action will get back underway. Big weekend if you're heading to AL or ACL. Be safe. If you're heading to the Red River Showdown in Dallas, be safe. Have fun. Enjoy your weekend. My name is Rodney Rodriguez. We'll see you in 2 weeks, everybody.
See ya.